everyone.
Today, we go in to explore the story of one of the most mysterious creatures ever written about Behemoth. You may have heard of dragons, giants, or sea monsters, but Behemoth is different. Behemoth comes from one of the oldest books in the world, the Bible, in the book of Job. And even though it's only described in a few lines, people have been wondering about this creature for thousands of years. So, what exactly is Behemoth? A real animal? A symbol? A monster? Let's find out. Where did Behemoth come from? Behemoth appears in the book of Job, chapter 40. In the story, Job is a man who has gone through terrible suffering. He asks God why bad things happen. When God finally answers, he doesn't give a simple explanation. Instead, he describes the power and mystery of the natural world, including two great creatures, Behemoth and Leviathan. Behemoth is described as a massive land animal, created by God, strong and peaceful, but incredibly powerful. Here's part of the description in simple words. It eats grass like an ox. Its strength is in its muscles. Its tail is compared to a cedar tree. Its bones are like bars of iron, and it lives near rivers and swamps. It's so confident that even when a river rages, it is not afraid. That's not just any animal. That sounds like a giant. So, was Behemoth a real animal? This is one of the biggest questions. Some people believe Behemoth was based on a real animal. Two animals are often suggested. The first is the hippopotamus. Hippos live near rivers, eat plants, and are very strong. They also spend a lot of time in water, just like Behemoth. But there's a problem. A hippo's tail is small and thin, definitely not like a cedar tree, which is a huge, thick tree. The second suggestion is the elephant. Elephants are huge, powerful plant eaters, and their strength matches the description. But elephants don't live in rivers the same way hippos do. And again, their tails aren't very big, so neither animal matches perfectly. Now this is where things get really interesting. Could Behemoth be a dinosaur? Some people believe Behemoth might be a memory of a dinosaur, especially a long-necked plant eater, like a sauropod for example, Brachiosaurus or a pet. Think about it. Giant body. Check, eats plants. Check, eats powerful muscles. Check. Thick, heavy tail. Like a tree. Check. That tail description really makes people wonder. Sauropods had long, thick, heavy tails that could definitely be compared to a tree trunk. But here's the challenge. Dinosaurs lived millions of years before humans, at least according to modern science. So how could people in ancient times know about them? Some say it's impossible. Others think ancient people may have found huge bones and created stories about giant creatures. We don't know for sure. But not everyone believes Behemoth was a real animal. Many scholars think Behemoth is a symbol. In the book of Job, God uses Behemoth to show his power as a creator. The message may be, if you cannot control Behemoth, how can you question the one who made it? In this view, Behemoth represents untamed nature, the parts of the world humans cannot control. Storms, wild animals, earthquakes, floods. Behemoth stands for the raw power of the earth. Its partner, Leviathan, represents the chaos of the sea. Together, they show that the world is full of forces much bigger than us. Behemoth didn't only appear in the Bible. Later Jewish writings added more details. In some ancient traditions, Behemoth was a giant land beast, and Leviathan was a giant sea serpent. At the end of time, these two creatures would be defeated, and their meat would be served at a great feast for the righteous. Yes, a giant monster feast. Ancient storytelling was epic. These stories showed that Behemoth became more than just an animal. It became part of myths about the end of the world, justice, and hope for the future. Over the centuries, Behemoth has appeared in paintings, poems, fantasy books, movies, and video games. Writers often use the name Behemoth to mean something enormous and powerful. For example, someone might call a huge machine a behemoth because it's big and unstoppable. The word itself now means a giant force, not just a creature. So why are we still talking about Behemoth? It's only described in a few lines, but those lines are powerful and mysterious. That mystery keeps people curious. We still ask, Was it a real animal? A dinosaur memory? A myth? A symbol of nature's power? Maybe the reason Behemoth is so interesting is because it sits right between science, religion, and imagination. It reminds us that ancient people looked at the world with wonder. When they saw something huge, powerful, and beyond control, they didn't just study it, they told stories about it, and those stories survived for thousands of years. So, what is the untold history of Behemoth? Behemoth is more than a beast. It is a mystery from one of the world's oldest books, a creature that may be based on real animals, a possible link to ancient giant fossils, a symbol of nature's unstoppable power, and a legend that grew bigger over time. Whether Behemoth was a hippo, a dinosaur, or a symbol, it still teaches us something important. There are things in this world that are bigger than us, holdertanuas, and not fully understood. And sometimes, the best way to explore them is through stories. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about Behemoth, there are many more ancient mysteries waiting to be discovered. Who knows? Maybe the next legend we explore will be even bigger. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown.